So I'd like to talk to you about how the voice works. The voice is situated here in the voice box, or the larynx as it's called, and in cis males it's slightly tilted forward so you can see my voice box very clearly. In cis females it's not so tilted, so it's less obvious. You can even see the little notch of the cartilage, which is kind of a thick gelatinous protective shield which lies in front of my voice box. If we were to slice my head clean off and look down, we would see the vocal folds. Note I don't call them cords because they're not strings pulled across the throat. They're actually shelves of muscle in a kind of V shape. These muscular shelves are quite delicate and they have white, kind of pearly coloured edges, which are the vocal folds themselves. There are muscles which insert into these cords that we can use to change the tension. However, the vocal folds vibrate together, opening and closing incredibly rapidly. At the moment, my average pitch, and pitch is related to frequency, so that's the number of times my vocal folds are opening and closing per second. My vocal folds are vibrating at around 110 Hertz, so that's 110 times opening and closing per second. In cis females that can be much higher, around 220 to 260 Hertz, so 260 vibrations per second. And in young children that can be even higher at 320 or more vibrations per second. So you can see that this is an incredibly delicate part of your anatomy. The vocal folds are drawn together simply by air passing through them. So as air comes out through the lungs, joins together in the windpipe, or the trachea as it's called, and then as the windpipe meets the vocal folds, the air passes through and the vocal folds are drawn together by a drop in pressure. This is called Bernoulli's theory. Then, as they're closed, the air underneath blows them apart again. They're then drawn back together again and blown apart again. So this cycle of being drawn together and blown apart makes the vocal folds vibrate very rapidly. This makes a buzzing sound. So when I say ah, my vocal folds are buzzing away, opening and closing very rapidly at around 110 times per second. People tend to think that you use the muscles in your neck to vibrate your vocal folds. You don't. They simply change the tension. So when I'm changing the pitch, if I go higher or higher, then the tension in my vocal folds is changed by the muscles here. One of the things during this course we'll be looking at avoiding is using too much stress around, too much tension around the vocal folds, because that can cause the vocal folds to come together in a rough or uneven manner and cause vocal strain, which can lead to voice loss and even damage to the vocal folds.